Hi everyone and welcome to this video playlist all about your sign. Each week I'll be revealing 3 more pairs of your spread, so that's 7 weeks of content. Join me each week for the next part. Hi Libra, thank you for joining me today. I'm shuffling your cards. Hello Libra, thank you for joining me again today. So here are the rest of your cards, and this is our final week. Now normally I give you 3 pairs, but because it's the last week, here is your bonus pair. So we are looking at the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th house. So starting off here with Sagittarius, Capricorn, moving into Aquarius, and finally Pisces. We have the 9th house here, which is about long distance journey and higher education. House of Sagittarius, moving forwards, okay? So you've got the Sun and the Messenger of Earth. How lovely. And this time we are earthing it. This means you're consolidating things. So this is transparency and making sure that you are on the move to make these things happen. I feel that what your cards are actually saying to you is, it is about looking at culture and long distance travel and seeing what you want to do. And making sure that you make it happen. I feel that you are a little bit more aware of what you don't want as much as what you do want. That can be important, can't it, in order to actually say, oh gosh, no, I don't want to go on holiday and it to be ice and snow, no thank you. Or I don't want the beach, or I don't want the mountains, or whatever it is. It's equally as important to be able to say what you don't want. I feel that this has been about when we go back, where you've kind of said to people, I don't mind. Where now I think you're actually saying, well, you know something, I do mind. I think I've I didn't then, but I do now. More in charge of the clarity of what it is that you want to actually make happen. The exposure and the transparency comes out with the Sun here, and that is very much about your personal ambitions more than your worldly ones. Our worldly ones are things that we want to achieve in life, owning a house, having a good career, how we make our money, our status and reputation, how we're seen in the community, those kind of things. That's not what this is about. What this is about here is your personal self, what fulfills you, what makes you happy, what makes you tick as a person. For some it can be their exercise, their family, their relationship, making sure that they are doing the things that are important to them, like learning, pursuing one's personal, heartfelt. You've learned to pay more attention to what you don't want so you can find out what you do want. And you do not want to be unsettled. You're being incredibly truthful with yourself. We're in the 10th house here. This is about the house of truth, straightforwardness, your status, your reputation, your ambitions, but most of all, the fact that you feel that this is truthful and straightforward. And it's like finding your way. In the house of Capricorn, the goat goes off to the mountain to actually find its way. I'll be all right, I'll be fine. So what you're doing is you're working incredibly hard. It's like learning an instrument. You're learning about yourself, and you're learning what triggers you and makes you upset, and learning to actually say, well, what can I do if I am upset? What do I do to rebuild? And what do I do to foresee it happening? Or what do I do to make sure that it's avoidable? Okay, so it's being truthful with yourself. This is you doing the work on yourself. This is acquiring that skill, acquiring that knowledge. That works beautifully here. All of this is making sense. As you're going through your transformation, you're able to kind of go into your higher learning, which is about making sure that you take charge. It's very much about carving your way forwards, making sure that you're acquiring that skill, but it's learning about you. And it's being truthful with yourself. The 11th house here, Justice and King of Earth. Very serious, okay? We've got a king here, another aspect of you. We started off with lots of pages, which is, the information of starting out as a student, and then you've progressed into different places in this reading, into a messenger, which is like a knight in other decks, and then we've gone into kings and queens, which shows matters become more serious. You gain a maturity, more of an understanding of things, which is wonderful. And there's so many aspects of you doing that. You're doing it in the emotions here. Okay, you come up as a queen, you come up as a king, and we also said that's aspects of other people also, which it is. But it's an aspect of you that I feel is saying you're serious about how you feel emotionally. You are paying attention to what you're doing and you're gathering that momentum. Now here we go from messenger of earth, you're becoming king of earth. And so what that's saying is that earthiness, that kind of grounding, instead of all being like this and kind of floating about here, there and everywhere. You're going into your roots, you're grounding yourself, and you're allowing yourself to be connected with who you are, so that you are not dealing with heartbreak. You're taking responsibility for yourself. This is your healing. This is the influences of the environment around you. This has been your hope and your wish that you are in balance. Of course, look, here you come up as justice. This is the card of Libra, even though we are in the house of Aquarius in the position of the cards here. And King of Earth, well, you are trying to be grounded and serious about who you are and your relationships. Your relationship, importantly, just with yourself, but also with everything. This is the links to your community. This is the links to your environment, your immediate environment. One's neighbourhood, one's area, the things that are important, perhaps politics, what's going on. And you might say, oh, I'm not interested in politics. Well, actually, you probably are, because if they don't repair the street lighting and you fall over, you'll soon have something to say about the politics of your neighbourhood. An example like that. Actually care and make a difference and a contribution could be coming through with the way in which you behave, and that has a very positive influence on those around you. For example, maybe you go for a swim and you enjoy going swimming, and somebody sees your discipline and says, oh gosh, I think it's marvellous. You've got this lovely routine, you look after you, I'm envious. And you just go, well, it's available, it's just down the road and I love it. You see, and that allows others then to kind of be part of that. Doesn't mean they've got to come along with you. It's just you sharing that information by people noticing what you're doing. And here we go into the last part of our reading today, and that is the House of Pisces, the World and Nine of Water. Wow. Nine of Water, lovely card, okay? The World card, expansion, Saturn, the world spinning. What are the brick walls? Well, they can only be dealt with from a place of love. Nine of Water, beautiful emotions. Everything is beautiful. Everything is lovely. We all want more of that. That's what the Nine of Water is actually saying. It's about wanting and wishing for more. An abundance of love. An abundance of love in the world. I think that's actually, it's you all over, my dear Libra. Caring, giving, influential to other people, putting yourself last and then first. So I feel that this worldly wise knowledge that you have is significant of your journey, of making sure that any difficulties, which is the house of Pisces, Pisces is our house of restrictions and limitations and difficulties. If you like, some feel it's a karmic journey. What is my karma? Let's keep it nice and simple here. What the cards are saying is, it's to expand your knowledge and to care more about the planet and those people that are on it, and that's all beings and everything. And we're in challenging times right now, aren't we? So it's about love. There is nothing else. That's what matters. When we love and care, we can nurture, we can build, we can start, we can create, we can consolidate, we can go to battle, we can resolve our differences, and we can move forwards. It's been my pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that you will join me for some more tarot with Anne-Marie. Until then, bye-bye.